Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome to episode 6 of Europa Universalis IV as Vijayanagar, and we are playing with the Mare Nostrum DLC. This is my sort of first recording of the second session, so this has been a week since I've played, and I've kind of forgotten what I was doing here. In fact, when I loaded this game up, I didn't even realise that I was at war with Bermanis. I thought that I was preparing to declare war against Gujarat so that I could take this province down here, but apparently not. So what I want to try and do is take North Konkan here, because I want to have a border with Gujarat. They are my other rivals, so that would make it easier to get to them. I do sort of remember this war. Malwa, who are my ally, are the war leader here, and I have said that I would like those provinces. We are going to have to slow down our expansion at some point, because I'm already behind on admin tech, which is quite bad, and we've got no manpower, we've got no money, we're in quite rough shape. I'm going to go ahead and just drop the game down to speed 2 while I sort of familiarise myself with what I am doing. I'm trying to get some troops together with the look of things. Let's go and get these guys up here. Let's try and make sure we've got enough men all in one spot so that if the enemy should decide to attack us, we've got half a chance of being able to deal with them. We are also trying to siege out as many provinces as we can. Let's just go and do that conversion of the Maldives. Somebody did point out that I shouldn't have taken the... there was a decision that I took. Probably can't see it anymore now. What's the mission, actually, first of all? Maldives conversion, which is what we're working on. Okay, so there was a decision that I took, which was this one, which gives me extra... It reduces my missionary strength against heretics, but gives me more tolerance of heretics. Well, apparently that's pointless, because you don't actually have any heretics anyway. There are no heresies in Hindu. There are heathens, but no heresies. So that was kind of a silly one to take, but, well, you live and learn. Wasn't something that I was aware of. I don't really play the Hindu nations often enough to be aware of that. So I think what I might do with these guys, they are already locked in here. No, I will put them together. I was just going to say, I think what I might want to do is actually move them all... they've got that province anyway. I was going to move them into this province. I doubt they can get there now. Oh, they still can, actually. We've taken out a loan. That is unfortunate. What we're trying to do here is we are trying to siege out as many of the forts as possible. Because at least if we can siege out the forts, we'll have a decent chance of getting this. We've got the possibility of Venadi separatists here. Now, they are probably going to pop up in Vanad. Not an awful lot I can do about it, really. I don't have any troops nearby. We can invest in a new technology, which is admin tech. Probably do want to go ahead and do that because we are behind the time, so let's make sure we do that just to reduce the chances of any corruption. We'll just have to take the risk that those rebels are going to fire and deal with them if and when that happens. The important thing at the moment is making sure that we actually get these forts. As it stands, all of our allies are getting their asses kicked up here. Yeah, you can sort of get there in a long roundabout way. If we can grab this fort, we definitely want to make sure that we win this siege here, because this is a piece of land that we want to get. Are you going to get there before me? Really? Don't you dare stop there. No, good, you haven't. So as long as we can get these provinces and then sort of keep our army together, we should be relatively safe from being attacked. Of course, they've got all their armies quite close together, so if we were to be the attackers, we've got the problem... Oh, they've got units down here, have they? That's interesting. Well, we still don't have any manpower. We are over our force limit still. It's costing us a lot of money, but I think we just stick with that for now. Now, I don't like the fact that there seems to be a force coming in. Now, you can't unsiege that, which is good. Now, you are potentially a problem. I'm going to get you moved around so that you can provide some reinforcement where need be. And even if we have to sort of give up on a siege to be able to move in and do some damage to these guys, we will. They're probably going in here to try and take that fort. That's exactly what they are doing. So in the meantime, I could go in and just take these two provinces down here again. I know there are other people involved in this war, but at the moment I'm just trying to deal with the war leader, because it's likely to be the biggest problem. Oh, you're moving into that stack. If we could hurry up and get a wall breach on here, we don't have any siege on our leader, which is a little bit unfortunate. I'm going to try and take these two provinces. The more provinces they're getting sieged out, the better it is for us, because they are losing out on their income. Come on, minus 21%, minus 14%. That's taking a long time for us to actually get that. But they might have to start disbanding troops if we siege them out and they've got no money. The AI does like to disband troops. Unfortunately, Malwa have had their capital sieged out. It is quite possible that they will attempt to go and take it back as soon as that army gets out of the way. They're not having a lot of luck in taking that province back, which is fine. Let's see how we do on the tick here. We are 0% chance. We still don't have the ability to get cannons yet. We're a little bit behind on the tech level required for that. We will get that at some point though. Now we should... What have we got here? Lose the stability. I don't really want to lose the stability. I don't really want to lose the ducats either, but we're already in debt, so there isn't really a lot of purpose doing anything else. We should definitely take this province before they have a chance to take that one, so I think we're going to be fine there. It would be nice if we could grab that one as well, but you can't have everything. What we could do, and it does seem like a bit of a waste, but it'll probably be worth it. Let's not move through there. Let's go and move around into that province so we can all sort of come at them from one side. Let us just go and hire a single mercenary just so I can send him up to do some sieging up here. And we'll try and get as many of their provinces sieged out as possible. We don't want to lose this war, so it stands to reason that we should try and get as many men as possible, even if we do end up going slightly over the force limit. As soon as I've got these guys 100% sieged, then I will go and start trying to... yeah, there's another loan. How many loans do we have now? Probably quite a few. 5 loans, not as many as I thought. We can have up to 36, so I don't mind that too much. So as soon as this falls, I'm going to go and attack Bahamas' army. And they don't really have anywhere that they can build more troops from, so it's going to be a little bit difficult for them. Of course, there is a force over here from Jainpur and Orissa that is going around trying to unsiege stuff. Or they might just be coming over here to try and start a fight. It's difficult to tell right now. I do need to keep my eye on them. If they all form up here and make one massive army, that could cause a problem. Looks like they're heading back, though. And Malwa are unsieging their own capital, which is very good. 42% chance now that we are going to take this province. Let's go ahead and put you in there. We'll just make that a slightly bigger stack. And I know we're suffering attrition, so we really need to have a bit of a period of time where we sort of kick back and recover from the attrition and the loss of manpower and the loss of money. Hopefully we're going to get that on this tick. I'd be really annoyed if we don't. It's 42%. Come on, let me have it. Supply shortage. Fantastic. So the question is, where are these guys going to go? They just seem to be having a lot of trouble with sort of marching backwards and forwards and not really doing anything. I'm really hoping that Mal will manage to get their capital back, because obviously while it's occupied, their war enthusiasm is falling. But at least the enemy's units do seem to be all sort of split up all over the place. They're not having any more luck with their siege than I am, so I don't mind that too much. And I think we'll come in here and we'll all go in together from across the river. There we go. We've got the siege. Let's pause up. You guys move down to here. We'll go in with everybody with the general. There's no river between these two provinces, so that is fine. These guys are a little bit occupied over there, so it doesn't give us a huge window. I am just going to quickly do a shift consolidate, just so that we have a strong front line as we go in. Then if we can start going around and wiping out some of these armies, then we can turn the war around. Unfortunately, we are going to be mired by getting crap rolls, because that's what happens in EU4. There's another loan. The AI just has better rolls than you. The AI has better generals than you. Even though you have better tech and more troops, you just don't win. Look at that, they've just rolled back-to-back 9s. They've also... I think that was 3 9s in a row there. We actually rolled a half-decent number there. And we rolled a 0 to a 7. Well, a 0 to a 9, technically, because of course we did. Finally, we get a better roll, but it's in the fire phase, so it doesn't really care. So, we've actually... And we lost a battle down here. I wasn't even aware that we had ships that were out. Can you guys just go home at war? It'll be a lot safer for you. That's our trade fleet getting beaten up there, which is a little bit of a shame. So those guys are now fully sieged out. I'm going to go down here and try and chase their army down because we can get a stack wipe here. Unfortunately, we have taken a little... Well, actually, no, they did get a tick of morale. They rolled a 0. We do have a penalty there. Actually, no, we did get the stack wipe. And we're still losing naval battles, which is not good. So these guys have taken a fair bit of damage. I am going to come and try and hide behind one of my forts if I can. And I'm just going to do a straight up consolidate to try and save us some money. As you can see, we don't have many units at all here. We are below our force limit. Let's go ahead and try and grab ourselves a couple more mercenaries if we can. Those guys are now going back the other way. So we've now got 15% of the war score here. Malwa managed to take back their capital. And Mal's getting a little bit beaten up there, but I don't have the numbers to be able to deal with Jainpur and Orissa's army. They really need to split up for us to have any chance of being able to do something about that. We've got another unit down here, which we've just created. Now, the problem we've got is our trade fleet is actually getting decimated right now. We've also got... I don't even think we need the heavies at the moment. How big is their navy? What do they have? They have a few heavies. Yeah, let's just mothball the heavies. They're costing us money. It's not like we really need to have them. Now, we could go ahead and turn off any of these forts that we're paying maintenance on. Don't think they're going to be in a position to try and take them back. And these forts are just costing me even more money that I don't have. Now, I don't want to peace out separately. I'm hoping that Malwa will decide to peace out soon. We've got 15k troops here and no money. We're about to take out yet another loan. If we could get a big enough army together, maybe we could do something about it. We'll go over here and get ready to reinforce this, because I can see that happening. Let's go ahead and take a few more mercenaries. It's costing us money. Nope, we want this one. It's costing us money, but remember how our Venetian campaign started out. When we started off as Venice, we got into a few very expensive wars. And, you know, very expensive wars aren't particularly good. But at the end of the day, you can always make the money back. And that's what we're going to attempt to do here. I want to build up to at least a 20 stack. And some of their stuff is getting sieged out. At least their... Gondwana's getting sieged as well. Now, Jainpur and Orissa, it's all of these. They've got a lot of land. So to siege out all of Orissa and all of Jainpur is going to be very difficult. Now, this is what I'm hoping that they do. They're splitting up their armies. There's nothing more ideal than the AI splitting up its stack. That's exactly what I want to happen. Because if they split up their stack... And then that gives us a chance to be able to dive on them. Now, it all depends where they're actually going to try and go. They're trying to move into that province there. I'm not entirely convinced that I can get there in any decent time. We do have a rebellion, which is down here. That's quite annoying. It's even more annoying. It's going to force these ships out, which I don't really like. You guys get over to there. We are going to take damage, but we're going to get pushed out anyway as soon as these guys fire. So... Or as soon as they manage to capture the province that they're in. Unfortunately, we're not going to get to that battle in time. Not too sure where that army is going. We might actually, I think, no, we're not quite going to do it. We're not locked here. This is grasslands, though. We will get a river crossing. I think I'm going to try my luck just to see how it goes. So we'll get a river crossing. But it is in grasslands, so it's favourable terrain. Now, these guys are going to come in and try and reinforce. Yeah, we knew that the Separatists would do that. That's fine. Now, hopefully, we can win this battle before Jainpur's army gets here and tries to interfere. And we did. We actually won that battle. So, we can... Well, we can't group up today because we've got to wait till the next day. So, we can group up. I think we actually stack wipe them there as well. So, what we could do now is go around and try and chase down Jainpur's army. Got to be careful, of course, because it means we're going to be going through a lot of sort of zones of control. Jainpur have also got a double stack here. I've changed my mind on that one. So let's go. Actually, it looks like Malwa and Mysore are going to go and deal with our rebellions. Not really a lot of decent places that we can go here. Gondwana's on our side, so I think I might just go and try and unsiege these provinces. So let us go and detach a siege here. And then we'll move the rest over into this province and see if we can take that back. It's another fort we could possibly retake. Are you dealing with them? Yeah, you are. That's brilliant of you. I'd prefer if you were up here actually fighting against people in the war, but, you know, we take what we can get. So unfortunately now we're back into a point where we're getting attrition again. Not too sure where these guys are going to go. We've managed to unsiege that one, which is fine. So let's get you all together. He may be coming around to try and attack me from the back. That is wholly possible. Now then, you've killed them off, but are you unsieging for me? You are not, which is unfortunate. That's fine, though. We can solve that problem by just hiring a single mercenary, and we'll put him on the province just to go and flip it back to us. So I'm going to keep my eye on there, guys, because what they may do is they may split up. And they are split up now, but if I want them to split up and be further apart, I don't want them to be right on top of one another. It's too easy for them to reinforce each other when they are like that. This stack doesn't even have a general. So if he sort of wants to come over here and try and do something... So yeah, we are... It's costing us money, this war. It has been expensive, so... There's definitely going to be a fair bit of recovering going on now. Okay, he's now starting to make his move. He's only moving into that province, though. Got a one stack there that we could probably take out if we wanted to just go and grab a few units and move them over here. We might be able to catch him. Got to be careful because I don't want to weaken this army so much that these guys decide they're going to come in and attack them. And actually, oh, no, they thought about it. It looks like they're going to try and come in and reinforce here, but hopefully that battle shouldn't last too long. Even though we had a terrain penalty and a river crossing penalty, we still managed to sort that out. So you're going to go and take that back for us. That is fine. And you've actually done that. So as you've done that, let's get you back up here where you will be useful. And we do still have more potential rebellions in the Maldives. That's going to be problematic. We can't really get any units across there at the moment. So we've got all these guys grouped up. We are trying to take this back. They're trying to take this province back. Now, if they all want to go together and go and really attack these guys, that might actually be something worth doing. So what is our current treasury? -8 ducats per month. We're really going to have to sort of start trimming off these mercenaries as soon as this war is over. Very, very expensive for us. So we've actually got quite a lot of men up here now, which is good. It would be nice, of course, if Mal were just pieced out. What I don't want to do is I don't want to piece out separately because I really don't want to lose Malware as an ally, especially as there's a good chance of me getting a coalition against me. My neighbours don't really like me. We've got a 100% war score against Bermanis, so I don't really need to keep that guy there, but I will. Might as well just keep improving with Malware. There's no reasons why not to. Now then, you're just going to stop there. Fine. If one of these armies decides he's going to come in and try and attack, I'm going to do my best to try and reinforce if that's possible. We might be able to get there in time. I'm going to go up to speed 3 now. The reason for that is we've already dealt with most of the armies that are around. We do have some military power. I think I'm just going to go and... we could boost our stability. That would help. But I think we're just going to spend some of our military power. No point being too far ahead, and we'll just reduce that rebellion. It's on an island, which means my allies aren't going to go and help me out with that one. And I really could do without having to deal with that while I'm dealing with these as well. You guys need to be careful where you're going, because if these guys sort of come in and get behind you, you are going to have some problems. Now, we're at 21% here. This is in the hills. I don't think there's any way that I could get there before them, but they don't have a general. So what I'm going to do over here is I'm going to leave a single unit behind, just literally to keep the siege progress going. And they are locked. Oh, I can't even get there directly. That is so annoying. My plan was to just try and chase those guys down. These guys are going to get into a little bit of a problem now because they're going to move in behind them. Be a very, very... Right, you're going to go and take that guy out. That is fine. We're okay with that. We do have you here. Let's get you up to a position where we can possibly use you. 35% chance that we are going to unsiege this. We will recall that diplomat. We have won this siege, which means we can move in here now. We'll be taking out a 1 stack. Now then, who else? And we did win that, of course. Who else do we want to suck up with? You don't particularly hate us. You're not a massive nation. You like us quite a bit. Let's go and improve some relations with you. There's another loan. Let's go and... I mean, we could get a royal marriage with you if we wanted, but let's just keep trying to get relationships up as possible, if we can. So there we go. Yeah, now these little armies are getting sort of decimated. We've got Bomani peasants up here. Our royal marriage with Cochin has ended. National tax modifier minus 10% or loses stability. Could really do without losing the money. Now, I really don't want them to take too many of these because we want the war score from them, to be honest. You need to go and get rid of him. Cochin we don't have a royal marriage with anymore. They are still our ally. And I did think about sort of taking them militaristically. Now then, would they ever accept vassalization, which was the question. It's not too far off, actually. I think, yeah, we will royal marry them. We might be able to vassalize and integrate. So we'll go ahead and do that. That's fine. We already did that. How did... Oh, because I flip. That was my bad. I'd forgotten that I had turned off the forts, so that just flipped over straight away. Right, they've actually pieced out, which is fine. Unfortunately, we didn't get the province that we wanted, which is very annoying. Malwa got a province. They had to pay some money. We get 15 ducats. Wow. And a bit of prestige. That really, really wasn't worth it. We got a lot of favour, I guess, which is one thing. So let's get our armies together. And let's start thinking about recovering here, because we've got a lot of problems going on. So first of all, we don't have a trade fleet at all. Our trade fleet got completely and utterly wrecked. Our transports are all done. We have... What have we got here? We've got 2 lights. Wow. Okay then, you guys are going to protect trade in Ceylon. And we need to get some more ships. We need to get a lot of ships. That was very, very, very costly for us, that. And we're just taking out or repaying loans. We're doing something all over the place. Whatever we're doing, it's costing us a lot of money. So we want to be at our force limit. Let's just put you all in the capital for now. That's really annoying because I really wanted to take that province. There's still a possibility of doing that. Let's go ahead and bring back the spy so we don't get caught again. And they are having problems with their rebels, which might be good for us. Okay, let's group these guys up. Let's go ahead and do a consolidate, because that will save us some money. And then we will have to start thinking about getting rid of some of the mercenaries. In fact, I'm going to get rid of a few of them right now, even though it'll put us below our force limit. It's costing us so much money keeping all of these mercenaries around. So let's go ahead and get rid of 4 regiments of mercenaries. And hope that we don't get attacked in the meantime. But I'm going to end this video there because we've gone well over the 20 minutes. In fact, close to 25. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you're still enjoying EU4. I'll see you on the next video. And until then, goodbye for now.